Hey y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Just gonna let a few more people come into the live. Clean up my mess here because I filmed a video earlier. Thank y'all for tuning in. So I'm just gonna let a few people come into the live. This is not my normal time that I go live. People are probably used to me going live at about 8:30 p.m. And it's super duper early. Is this a sticker? So I don't know if I'm going to have very many people on tonight, y'all. I'm just going to be on for a few minutes anyway because I have to go to work in a little while. I have to go to work. I got a lot of trash here. Like I said, I did a live earlier. And I opened up packages in my live. I mean, in my video. It was a small business promo video. So this is like everybody's invoices and business cards and everything else. This person got peanuts too. I'm keeping these peanuts. Hey, for the people that's joining, I know I'm on at a different time, so this is not my normal time. I'm just trying to see if a few more people are gonna come in, and then we can kind of start. This is, like I said, this is not my normal time, and I'm not going to be on very long, but I did want to show my face because I said I was going to come on today a little bit early for you all because I have my day ones, my people that's in every single live, and they used to me being on at 8:30 like I normally am. But I'm just cleaning up my mess because I filmed a video earlier, a small business promo video, opening up all the things that I bought for Black Friday weekend. So I have like trash here. I have actual like people's stuff that I opened up. So that's super duper cute. Cute. Well, I appreciate the one person that's in this live. I usually have more people than this, but I know, like I said, this is not my normal time to go live. People probably forgot that I'm coming on early. So if you have any questions for me, let me know. If not, I'm probably going to shut her down in a minute. Because I have to go to work. Hey, I got some people in here. I was like, they probably forgot about me. Because I know this is not my normal time that I would go live. So I'm just cleaning up my mess because I filmed a video earlier, a small business video earlier. Small business promo. So I bought so much stuff for Black Friday, and I opened everything on camera and recorded it. And now I have like trash everywhere from all the stuff that I opened up and recorded. How y'all doing? I appreciate y'all coming into this live. I know this is not my normal time, and I really can't be on that long because I have to work tonight. That's why I end up moving the live a little bit earlier. So if you all have any questions, I will definitely answer your questions for you. And then I'm probably going to close it out a little bit early, y'all. She said, I did forget. I only came on YouTube to watch videos and saw you were live. Well, thank you for seeing that I'm live and tuning in a little early. Hey, Cammy. Can I join the Tennessee National Guard and then move to Texas, or will I have to stay in the state and choose to do National Guard? So when you do, I'm pretty sure from my memory, when you do National Guard and all of that, you are in the state that you in, and then you can put in, like, basically you put in for a transfer. So you can transfer to the Texas National Guard. You have to like find a slot or find an opening there. Hey, Desire, find a slot and find an opening, and then if there's an opening, which it probably will be an opening. When there's an opening, then you put in for a transfer. So they will transfer you into that National Guard, and then of course that's where you go to drill with and do all that stuff there. So yes, you can transfer. Basically, you don't have to stay where you are. People transfer all the time. Now, I do hear, depending, like, I don't know if it's National Guard or Reserve, one of the two, I'm not sure, that it's not very easy sometimes, or maybe it's not a lot of openings. So I would just like double check that. Hey, Desire. Desire said, can you play Call of Duty in AIT? Trying to see. We didn't have TVs. We did not have TVs in our room. We had a day room. That's what it was. So we had a day room, which is like one big room that has like a big screen. It had a big screen TV, a couch, and that's it in AIT. Basically, a big screen TV, a couch, and like maybe tables and chairs where you could play cards or something. But we didn't have TVs. You don't have a TV in your room, so there's nowhere for you to play it at. Will they pay for my house? So not in National Guard or Reserve, no. In active duty, you get a VA loan to buy a house. I mean, you probably could get the VA loan with National Guard or Reserve too, but I know for sure you get it on active duty. And then on active duty, you get what's called BAH. So you know how earlier in the week we talked about COLA, we talked about, them paying your rent. That's basically what BAH is. So BAH, they will give you money in your paycheck to cover the cost of your rent or the cost of living wherever you are, and it changes. So if you get stationed in New York, for example, they're going to give you enough money to cover your rent for New York, if you live in Manhattan, or if you live in, wherever you live at. Now, if you go to, let's say, Georgia, where it's not so expensive to live, then it will automatically change, and it will change to what the cost of rent is in Georgia. So in that respect, yes, they do pay your rent, or you can put it towards your mortgage if you buy a house, but they just put the money in your paycheck, and that's how that works. Shea Butter said, when I'm in AIT, can I have products that I wasn't able to have in training? Most likely, yes. So AIT is a little more lenient. AIT, they don't go like searching through your stuff like they do, basic training. You get to go to some of the stores and buy stuff. You get to go to the PX and buy, regular food, fast food, and all of that stuff. So yes, it is more lenient. You can have, like probably any of the products you want. You can buy online there. You'll get your phone back in AIT. So you'll have your phone. You can order off Amazon. You'll get a PO box and all of that. So you can have access to pretty much anything you want. Can I buy a TV in AIT? No, you cannot buy a TV. You cannot buy a TV in AIT. That New York BAH is high AF. Yes, it probably is like very, very high in New York. Like probably close to here. I would say here, and probably New York has the highest, because ours is about, I think you get like $2,800 here in Virginia, because it's very expensive. Like that's how much it is per month for a rent or whatever. So I'm sure New York is very, very close. Do you get your own room if you get stationed somewhere? Are you talking about like permanent party, like after basic training AIT? Because if you are I would say E4 and below, no, you do not get your own room. If you are E5 NCO, then yes. Sorry, I was reading the text. Hey, Tracy. Hello again. I got my job secured 92 Alpha to Jackson Relaxing on January 11th. Congrats. I'm glad you got the job you want. We got some 92 Alphas in the house, y'all. 92 Alphas. Yes, definitely. That's awesome. Congratulations on basic training and getting the job you want. I know you will do fine. Start working out now and just get prepared. Get ready now. Cammy said, if you don't like your roommate, can you get another one? No. No, you don't get another one. Like, that's life. You're not going to like everybody you like, everybody you have to work with. You need to just be professional and get along. You don't have to hang out with the person. You don't have to chill with them in the room. You just have to be cordial, and you have to do your share of the duty. You know what I mean? Because you all have to keep the room clean and stuff like that. But you don't get to like move because you don't like them. You get assigned a room, and usually the barracks are pretty full. So it's not like, oh, I'm just gonna hop to this room, to this room. Like, there's no pretty much where to go. There's nowhere to go. And then like you, especially in AIT, you live there. So you get, you know, like you acquire stuff. You don't want to like pack up your whole room and move. If you are married, E4, do you get your own room or off base? So if you are married, then you will not live in the barracks. Nobody married can live in the barracks. You can't have kids or pets in the barracks. So you will automatically go off base if you marry. It don't matter if you are E1. If you are married, you live off base or on base. You can live on base and on base housing, but you won't live in the barracks. Hey, Weird Apple, thank y'all for joining. Shea Butter said, what's your favorite MRE when you was in basic training? My favorite MRE, I would say, is the Chili Mac. I want to say Chili Mac. I think it was the Chili Mac. But the MREs, I like the MREs with the Skittles in them, and the MREs that had like the cheese spread. They had ones that had like a cheese spread, kind of like the canned cheese, and it come with these thick like wafer crackers, and then they had the peanut butter spread, and it came with like graham crackers. So you get like a protein, you get a dessert, and all of that stuff in there. I want to say it was the Chili Mac. I have not had an MRE in probably about 10 years. What happens if you get in a fight with a roommate? You get an Article 15. Both of y'all probably get an Article 15. They may move you if y'all fight, but I don't know. But you will get in trouble. Do on-base housing let you have dogs? Yes, you can have pets on base. And I'm pretty sure you can. I don't know. I'm like 90% sure that you can. Yeah, you can. You just have to pay for it. Yes, because there's people that have pets and they had to pay. I remember they dogs tore up the hardwood floors and they had to pay. So yes, you can. Can you be a stripper in the Army? Not saying I'll be one. I don't think so. That's actually a very good question. And a lot of people, like, I don't want to say do that, but a lot of people, I know. So if you get another job, this is the thing. If you get another job in the military, any other job, you have to get a clearance to get that job. Like, you have to basically ask permission to get the second job, because the Army is going to be your first job. So you can't say, hey, I got a job at Walmart, and you know, you have your schedule in the military, you work Monday through Friday 9 to 5, and then you work at Walmart in the evenings, and then say the Army calls you in for whatever reason. They call you in earlier, you have to stay late, and you can't be like, well, I got to go to my other job. So that's why you have to get permission to get a second job. And when you write down what that second job is, it's going to say, like, I work at Stadium Strip Club in DC. They're going to look into that. And it's unbecoming of a soldier, basically. So I'm going to say no. It's up to your commander to let you get that second job. And when they find out what that second job is, they most likely probably going to say no. So that's that on that. Tracy said, laughing. LMFAO, and it's Cammy. Desire, hey Desire girl. Shea Butter said, how does one qualify for the job 31 kilo? I'm not really sure what a 31 kilo is. If you can refresh my memory, I really don't know. But all of the job requirements are probably on military.com, and it will tell you like what your score needs to be, what your GT score, your ASVAB score needs to be, and what the requirements are. Or you can go to speak to a recruiter and figure out exactly what the requirements are, because some jobs require like special clearances and all of that, like a security clearance, a certain grade score on your ASVAB. So is it true pit bulls aren't allowed on base? I think so. I believe so. I'm not 100% sure because I don't have a dog and I've never really lived on base like that, but Germany, and we didn't have dogs. But actually, but that was in Germany. I think one of our people that lived in a stairwell had a pit bull, maybe. But that was like kind of like off base in Germany. My friend is stationed in Germany also as a bartender. Now you can be a bartender. I do know a few active duty people that were bartenders, but and they work like Friday night, Saturday night. But I don't know any that were actually strippers. Military working dog handler. Oh, okay. So I'm not sure how to actually get to be a 31 kilo and what the qualifications are for 31 kilo. But yeah, that you would have to speak to a recruiter, because I'm really not sure all of the qualifications for that one. But that's a cool job, I hear. Are you planning to stay in 20 years? What is your MOS? So yes, Trayson, I am planning to stay in 20 years. I just re-enlisted. Make sure y'all go check out my update video. I just did a video updating, like basically just updating you all on my life and what's been going on military wise, family wise, for the last probably 90 days. Cause I've been kind of not uploading regularly on my channel. I've been going live, but not really uploading regularly on my channel. So it's just kind of like an update video. And I talk in that video about how I just re-enlisted for another 7 years, which would take me out to 20. So by the time I finish those 7 years, I will be at 20, and I'm getting out at 20, but I am planning on doing 20 years. And my MOS is 68 Quebec. So I am a medical MOS, and I work in the pharmacy as a pharmacy technician. Right now, I currently work in inpatient pharmacy. So instead of me handing you your medication in a bag at the window, I hand the nurse the medication and the IVs for the patients that have been admitted to the hospital. I kind of really enjoy making the IVs, especially very rewarding when we get to go deliver like the bags of IVs for the moms on the labor and delivery ward. And you get to hear all the babies and see the babies and make sure like the moms have their medicine. So it's very, very rewarding. The downside of it right now is with COVID. So we are making like medications for COVID patients. There's a lot of COVID patients in the hospital. They kind of keep them all on one floor all together. So they're not like all throughout the hospital, but we are doing more and more IVs for COVID patients than we have in the last 90 days. So that's the downside to it. Yes, I plan on staying for 20, and currently my MOS is 92 Yankee. Okay. There you go. 92 Yankee for 20. That's awesome. 27 Delta is the way I'm trying to go. You go head on, girl. I hope you get it. That's awesome. That's good. 15Q. I never heard of a 15Q. What is a 15Q, Antoinette? Is that the would you say like airspace or something? Was that? Is it true it takes 5 years to be a 31 kilo? I don't know anything about a 31 kilo, y'all. Like the only thing I know is that it is an actual job. I don't know anybody that was a 31 kilo, so I apologize. I think that's probably like part of being an MP. Maybe it's like a identifier, like we talked about at the beginning of the month. Like if you do one job and then you go into a specialty of that job, I want to say you have to be an MP. So probably so you have to be an MP first, and then you go into the specialty of the MP, which is the dog handler. So probably so. Is it a guarantee that you will always be able to re-enlist? Like for example, if they don't need any more nurses and workers. So how do I say this? I've never heard that like where they just don't need you. Now there is a time frame. So like for me, they give you a certain amount of time. And once you once you hit that time, like say they give you a year to decide and you at a year and you haven't decided, then it will close and you won't be able to re-enlist, period. Now, if they're phasing out a particular MOS or job, then what they'll do is reclass you. And we talked about that, where you can probably get the option to change jobs, but it will never be like, oh, you can't re-enlist because we don't need this job anymore. We just gonna kick you out. They will give you the option to change jobs, to reclass. But you have to be within your window too. Do you think military kids have it worse than normal kids? I would say, I wouldn't necessarily say worse. No, there is a lot of moving. So I would say that part is, very, very hard on a small child. There's a lot of moving. But the thing is, when you grow up doing a certain thing, that's all you know. So it's not like they for most people. Now, if you lived half your years and then your parents then joined like when you was 10 and then you have to get used to it, and that's different. But I mean, I'm not gonna say it's easy, but I wouldn't just say like they have it worse, because I think military kids get a different side of life than regular kids do. They get exposed to a lot. They get to travel. They get to see different stuff. They're around, different groups of people. Because when I joined the military, there were Caucasian people that had never seen a Black person, and you won't really have that situation as a military child because everybody is, you get to see all races. So in some respects, I think that it's a better experience than kids that don't grow up in the military. The one thing that I will say is that it's very, very hard with them having to move all the time and, start different schools and make different friends. And then you never really have like that one best friend that you grew up with from the time you was 2 to the time you graduate high school. So that I do feel bad for them for that. But they have their pros and cons. They get to see different places. So air traffic control. Okay. So I figured that's what it was. I never heard of that MOS. I mean, I never heard of like 15Q. I have heard of air traffic control, but that's probably like an MOS that's kind of like very, not a lot of people do it. Oh, okay. So he said air traffic controller. Thank you. Hey, Ricky Bowden. How you doing? Is Cammie said, after I do my first 4 years and decide to get out, will I have to do 6 more years? If you re-enlist, you probably won't be able to re-enlist for 6, like straight off the bat, but you can re-enlist for more time after the first 4 years. Can I be a 31 kilo and a sniper? Desire, you said you want to be infantry, you want to be a sniper, and now you want to be a 31 kilo. You got big goals, dreams, and aspirations, girl. I'm proud of you. I'm not sure. I don't think so, but I'm not gonna say a definite no. It's just like kind of like 2 different extremes. But yeah, I got big dreams for you, Desire, because I see you like the animals. That's what you should do. You should do the 31 kilos since you like the animals. I think that would be very, very good for you. All right, y'all, we at 23 minutes. I didn't really think that anybody was going to tune in because I'm on so early and I have to go to work in about 45 minutes. I'm going to be leaving for work, but I just wanted to pop in here and say, hey, as Cammie said, I love Desire. I love Desire too. I love Desire too because Desire be having some good, strong questions. Or 68 Tango. Yeah, 68 Tango is a diamond in the rough. Y'all should look into that. I did a video on other medical MOSs besides 68 whiskey because I know everybody knows about 68 whiskey. That's a combat medic, but there are lots of other medical MOSs that are awesome that people don't really hear about, people don't really know about, people don't really look into. So please make sure y'all check out that video on other medical MOSs besides 68 whiskey, because you might have something that will knock your socks off. Did you enjoy your work in medical? Do you always work in medical? Yes. So I've always been a pharmacy technician in medical, and I do enjoy it now. I didn't really enjoy it before when I had to deal with like rude patients at the window, but I really like inpatients. So I really do enjoy this. Very rewarding. You're welcome. I'm glad I answered all your questions. Thank you, Kemi, for the green hearts. Thank you, Desire. Desire said, I want to be infantry sniper and 31 kilo. Go for it, girl. Go for it. You can do it. All right, y'all. I'm about to jump up out this live. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I had more people than I really expected. Make sure y'all go ahead and hit the thumbs up button for your girl. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here because I'm gonna get ready for work. Thank y'all for tuning in early with me today. And I will not be live tomorrow, like I said, because I will be in the air flying. I'm going on vacation. Will it be possible to interview a 68 X-ray? I gotta get my best friend is a 68 X-ray. When I say my bestest battle buddy, bestie is a 68 X-ray, and I've been trying to get her to come on. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Y'all stay tuned for the Valentine's collection. A Valentine's collection gonna come out. I got some nice stuff. Thank you, Isabel. I appreciate you supporting the brand. And thank y'all for joining me in tonight. I will not be on tomorrow. I will be in the air flying. I start my leave. But I will be on Saturday. So tune in with me Saturday. And until next time, bye.